Everybody, I am back with another little haul video. You might have seen the last one I put up. This whole video is themed though. It's almost like my mind Wheel of Fortune before and after, because it's Land of the Dead and the package from Deadend Toyz. So I like sort of the way that emerges. The first thing I want to do, and these I did take out of the box, not the packages, I took them out of the box though. I saw a video that Il Church did with sort of showing off some of his art collection, and he was showing off zombie figures, and he showed these 3 amazing figures from Land of the Dead I didn't know they made. So I saw it out on eBay, and they weren't actually too expensive to get, which is good, because sometimes, you know, I know like the Dawn of the Dead, the Dawn of the Dead figures can be a little pricey. But the Land of the Dead one's not too bad, and I did get all 3. I'm going to show them to you now. So the first one, and I am trying to do this in a certain sequence, we have Big Daddy. Now this Big Daddy figure is awesome. I apologize, the lighting isn't great. Okay, so I'm trying to do my best by it. And here's the other ones that are in the line, which will also be the ones you're going to see momentarily. But these figures come with sort of a Build-A-Figure, but instead of Build-A-Figure, it's Build-A-Victim. But I'll be honest with you, I'm probably not going to take this out of the packages. Not because I'm one of those guys, like, I know people get on that, like, don't take out a package, you lose its value. I collect this stuff because I like it. If I was trying to collect stuff for investment, I'd probably hit the stock market. But I will leave in the packaging because it displays a lot nicer. I put one little thumbtack in here, it hangs up on the wall, whereas if I try to stand this on a dresser or something, it takes up a lot of space. So I only do that for certain items. That's the first one. The second one I have, you have the Butcher. Another very nicely done figure. Let me see if I can do something about the glare. Maybe. There we go, a little bit better. Again, comes a piece of the Build-A-Victim figure. Again, these are very, very nicely done. You know, who made these again? Is it Soda? No, I don't. I should know this off the top of my head. I don't. I think it's Soda. I think it's the same ones who do the other Now Playing ones. And then the last one I got, and when I first saw him mention this one, I was ecstatic it existed, even though not the one I would have wanted of him. But you have the Machete zombie figure from Land of the Dead. More importantly, you have Tom freaking Savini. So a Tom Savini figure to me is phenomenal. I would love more than, well, not more than anything, but as far as figures go, one line that I wish got produced that never has, I've never seen an inkling about it, that I think would make awesome figures. Instead of a Tom Savini Machete figure, how about a Tom Savini Sex Machine figure from Dusk Till Dawn, along with figures of everyone else? Imagine a Harvey Keitel one with interchangeable heads, you know, human zombie head, like, or a human vampire head. Be awesome. But those I took out. The next it's in this box right here. And I didn't take these out because I kind of wanted to be surprised, take them out on camera. So let me yank out my knife, which I ordered a package from Deadend Toyz. And one of the great things about the YouTube community and some of the groups as well, whether it's Guild of Collectors or Joe Maginell or Joe's House of Horror Now, is we see stuff from each other sharing that people didn't know existed. Like, I know I posted something, Exorcist rated, people are like, oh, where's that from? I think that's cool. So I've had that happen a lot to me, where I've seen stuff like, I gotta try to get these. Deadend Toyz, they do custom figures. So they might not be everyone's sort of cup of tea, if you will. That's still an expression people use. I used it, so I guess it is. But for me, it's a chance to get some items from movies that really don't have a lot of items. And these are, well, these are insanely well packaged. So let's start with the very first one. There's a lot of bubbles, so it might take a little bit of time. From Return of the Living Dead. And again, this is, the artwork is awesome, the fake little price tag. From Return of the Living Dead, and it is a limited edition of only 75, we have the zombie dog. If you remember the movie, and if you don't remember the movie, you probably wouldn't be watching a horror haul video. Remember when these little suckers came to life, how much fun it was after the initial exposure. So this is going to hang with my Tar Man figure that I have. And I think that's it. I don't have anything else from Return of the Living Dead. And I guess Tarman can get attached to a few of them. But that's number one. The next one I have, and this is the one that I was most excited about. This is the one that I think everyone who has access to this wanted, especially with the new movie coming out. And I'm actually kind of glad the price tag isn't on this one. I'm going to hang it up. This is Georgie's Boat. From, again, very nicely done, very nicely produced. And these aren't toys. Anyone looking at this like, hey, that's a plastic paper boat. What do you mean? It's the artwork you're buying for, the production value. If you are looking at it otherwise, then again, there's other higher-end stuff for you. Next, this is one I like a lot, because they really, aside from the McFarlane figure, and I want to say like a set of mini-mates, or something along those lines, Blair Witch does not have anything. I just think that was done very cool. You know, you have the stick figure from it, which, you know, I hope Joe Manganiello has one of these, since this is sort of the symbol that he throws in on all his pins. If he doesn't, he should get one. Very nicely done. I like that a lot. I'm glad they went with the iconic her crying scene, but they cut out the nostril of everything else, so that's good. So that's 3. Truth be told, I probably went a little above and beyond what I should have. I think I have 6 in here. The next one, I know most people, when they've ordered Dead from them, they probably geared more towards the glasses from this movie. But just because of how iconic Roddy Piper's line was about chewing some bubble gum and kicking some ass, and them all had a bubble gum, I had to get this one. So the They Live, the bubble gum packet. Again, the art idea in that is just phenomenal to me. It's very cool. It's different. It's nothing you would get in a toy store, obviously. Well, no, I guess technically you could probably buy gum in a toy store. But next, just because I said I didn't migrate doesn't mean I didn't like him as well. And I did to go with the gum, because They Live has literally nothing out there. Aside from a mask. There's a mask. I want to say it's Trick or Treat Studios. I think it's them who does it. It's really nice in this style. But, you know, I'm happy with these, the glasses and the gum. Okay, next we have... And this is a classic horror movie. And it's something that... It's so cheesy. Not the movie. The movie's actually really well done. But this concept was so cheesy. This after the Pennywise boat, after Georgie's Boat, is probably the next one that I was most drawn towards. The fog, and you have in there some fog. And before you say there's cotton in there, it's not fog. How do you know? I know if you don't open up, it all just dissipates and goes out. Don't get science involved in this. That's very nice. Next, as we keep digging, is that 6? It might be. That might have been it. I don't know. No. There was oh, okay. I gotta think I'm more than 6. Again, this is Uber and cheese, but put the Roshin in the basket, or it gets the hose again. I had to get the Silence of the Lambs, and to me, the most intriguing thing about the Silence of the Lambs one, I guess it's not, is the guy, like, you know, they actually did his Buffalo Bill. I, more than just a horror fan, I like a lot of stuff. I really like the show Monk, and it's one of those things that sort of blew my mind when you realize Buffalo Bill is also Captain Raymond Stoudemire. You know, like, it doesn't mesh too well, but once you see it, you can't unsee it anymore. So every time I watch an old episode of that, and it's in syndication now, like, you just picture some of the freaking interesting things that he did, so to speak. But, and then I have what I believe is the last one. Yeah, this is the last one. And this is from a movie, let me make sure, yeah. And this is from a movie that I don't see getting a lot of love. And I'm going to say something that might be blasphemous to people. I actually like the remake. I mean, the original was great, don't get me wrong. But I like the remake too. Maybe because I'm a Supernatural fan and Jensen Ackles was the bad guy. Spoiler alert, sorry. But you have the chocolates from My Bloody Valentine. Again, just so the artwork that goes into these is so well done. I will definitely, once my bank account recovers from it, I will definitely be adding some more Deadend toys to my collection. So, like I said, the before and after, right? Rand of the Dead and Toyz. Do you have Deadend toy stuff? If you don't, I'll get the link in down below. If you're not familiar with them and you're discovering them just now, I'm sorry for that. It's going to cost you some money, but you saw the work. It's definitely well worth it. And if you didn't know about the Random Dead figures, price-wise range, they went about 28 a piece. Not too bad. Maybe they went cheaper than that. I gave in about 20 because I wanted to get them. But thanks for checking out the video, folks. I do have contests coming up, so be on the lookout for that. Thank you very much.